Hey you! You're watching a clip from the DynamiteGizmo podcast. This is not the full episode, but if you want to see the full episode, make sure to click the link in the description. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Do it now! Here's the clip. Ta-da! Now, stay with me. Would you please stay with me while I make little circles? I'll show you how to make a circle. Enjoy! This is a circle. Whoops, actually, let's not do it like that. If you hold shift, you can make a circle perfect. You see, and then I'm going to make it green. We'll do this green. How's that look? Okay. And then we'll shut off the extras, and then we'll go copy, paste, 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 paste. And then we'll go copy and then paste, copy, paste, 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 paste. Then we'll put another one up here. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Alright, and then we'll just get these all over around here like that. Oh yeah. And I know what you're asking yourself. What are the circles? Why are you making circles? Because I'm going to use them to check off my votes. That's why, you silly goose. We're going to go through this whole sheet together. We're going to learn a thing or two about the UFC. Because I am the Mr. Rogers of UFC. Just kidding. Okay, now we're going to zoom in. And we're going to go one by one. Okay, the first fight of the night, we've got Hardy versus Walker. Not familiar with Walker. She is debuting this weekend, I believe. As you can see, the betting odds are crazy stacked in Hardy's favor. So without even talking about anything, I'm just going to go ahead and vote for Hardy right off the bat. Okay, next up, we've got Brahimaj versus Vanderford. All right. Again, not too familiar with Brahimaj. I think I've seen Vanderford before. I don't remember who I actually picked for when I made these decisions, but I think it was Vanderford, so I'm going to do it. I like his neck tattoo. That's the reason why I'm picking him. Okay, next up we've got the Kazakhstani versus the American. But he doesn't look American, but he is apparently. Now, it's not always smart to go for the favorite unless the odds are very much in their favor. These odds are pretty close. Now, I was originally going to go for Puna, but I decided to go for the Kazakhstani because I want to see a Kazakhstani win. That's my only reasoning. Okay? Next up, we got Patchy Mix versus Jacob Wicklax. Okay? So Patchy Mix, we've seen him already. He debuted on UFC 16, 17? Or was it 14? Or was it... I don't know. He debuted this year, regardless. He was a champion in Bellator, I think. Regardless, he lost his debut fight against... Who was it? Mario Bautista? I can't remember. Fuck, dude. There's so many fights to keep track of. Anyway, this Wicklax guy is debuting this weekend. And he is a champion in KSW or some shit. Can't remember. Now, you gotta hope that Patchy Mix can take it back. Can Patchy Mix prove himself? If he loses this fight, there's not many more he can win before he will be cut. Okay? He went from being on the main card of an amazing UFC fight night. It was a main number event. And he was on the main card to now being the third fight of the night in the early prelims. But I could see this Wicklax guy taking it. All right? Because they're both still fresh in the UFC. Even though Patchy had his first fight, I don't know. I do want to go for the Polish guy. But I gotta hope that Patchy will take it. Now this next fight, we've got a number 5 ranked women's bantamweight against a not... Oh, she is ranked 10. I thought she was not ranked for some reason. She's ranked 10. Okay? I've seen her before, not too familiar. Not really familiar with the women's class in general, but I'm gonna go for Chasen. I think that's how you say it. All right, next up. This is another fantastic fight you should look out for. The first fight of the night on the prelims. We've got Daniel Santos versus something you. Now this you fella is trained by the Korean Zombie, an OG legend of the sport. And that's why his name is Zombie Jr. And his debut into the UFC, he had a clean first round knockout, very quick into the fight, and he's still undefeated. I want to see this guy go far. Daniel Santos is great. He's also the favorite. He very well could win. But man, let's keep the Zombie Jr. train rolling. Next up, Gutierrez versus Basharat. Now Basharat is also undefeated. 13-0. Fresh motherfucker. This guy's been in it for a little while. Basharat's also the favorite. And he's from Afghanistan. So you gotta go for him. Which, that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, next up. Shahbazyan versus Muniz. Okay? Not familiar that much with either of these guys. I thought about it for a while. I went back and forth. They have pretty similar fight records within the UFC. And I decided to go for the Brazilian. The last fight of the night, of the prelims, we've got the Silent Assassin versus One Hit. The Silent Assassin is negative 1100. And I think that has since changed, but this is what the odds were a few days ago. Look at these crazy odds. And I don't even understand why they're that big, but they are, or they were. And so because of that, I'm going to go for Gauter. I don't know if that's how you say his name or not. First fight on the main card. Okay, these are all bangers. Okay, banger, 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 banger. All right, Joe Pyfer versus Magomedov. Now, crazy enough, this Magomedov is not from Russia. He's from Germany. Still pretty good. Am I going to go for him? No, I'm going to go for Joe Pyfer. I want the Pyfe to bring the body bag and put Magomedov in it. Now, next up, we've got Josh Emmett versus, what's his name? Zalal. Okay? We went for Josh Emmett last time. You know, Josh was a big hype train after that crazy KO against Bryce Mitchell and the win he had prior to that, which I can't remember. He's known for his power. He didn't display it last time. But let's see if he can display it this time. I think he can. He is the underdog, so it might be worth putting some money on him if you think he's going to win. I certainly do, but we'll see. Now, of course, Prochazka versus Rountree. This could go either way. I could see Rountree winning. I want Jiri to win, and Jiri is the favorite and higher ranked. But man, I could see Khalil taking this. You know, I don't want him to. I want to see Khalil succeed, but I don't want to see him succeed against Jiri. Yuri's my man. Sandhagen and Merab. Again, another one of these situations. I want Cory to win more than anything. Do I think he's going to? No. Am I going to vote for Cory? No. But boy, do I want him to win. And again, a lot of people are going against Alex on this one. just based off the performance last time. But I'm voting for Alex. There's not even an ounce of me that wants to vote for Ankalaev. There's not even an ounce of me that wants to vote for Ankalaev. Yeah, he can win, but I don't even want to consider it, so I'm going to go for Alex. And those are my picks. I'll zoom out here. If you want to copy me, go ahead, but I'm usually not that accurate. Well, I'm actually not that bad. I usually get at least 9 correct. Although the Olberg fight, I didn't really do that well. And my rule is for these fight prediction sheets. Remember, these prediction sheets are free. The link is in the bio or in the description. You can get these for free. Print them off. Download them and print them off. Use them for yourself. They're so worth it. They're so fun to use. But the one rule is, once you make your pick, you cannot go back. That is locked in. Do you understand?
Tap here to watch the full episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast.